and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome back. And today, well, Hogwarts Legacy got an update. Now I know what you're saying. It's dead. That doesn't mean the game's gonna run. I know it doesn't, but we're gonna test it anyways and see if this update has fixed some of the issues plaguing me and other people on PC. If it's fixed, guess what? We're gonna full send Hogwarts Legacy again and say screw everything else, because Hogwarts Legacy is quite literally the only thing that I've been thinking about for the past couple weeks. So, yeah. Let's hope it's fixed. If not, then I guess we're still waiting. Who knows? All right, let's do this. So yeah, the game got an update today. It was a relatively big update. If I looked at it correctly, it was three. It was some gigs. It was some gigs. So we're gonna see. I have high hopes. I really do. I have high hopes. I am gonna go ahead and say too, we're running the game on medium settings again. I changed settings from low back to medium just to see what happens. Just to see what happens, right? Because the sweet spot for me is going to be medium settings 4K. That's what I plan on leaving it at if the game can run it, right? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we definitely upped the settings. I'm still leaving it at 60 FPS, VSync on. I'm not going to mess with any of that. A lot of people have said, oh, turn VSync off and then crank up your overall, you know, FPS. You know, so go into your settings. A lot of people are saying go into settings, turn VSync off, and then, you know, change the frame rate limit to whatever your monitor's refresh rate is and just let that go. But if you look at the Steam page, it says for best results, locked 60 FPS, which would be VSync on and, you know, frame rate stuck at 60. So that's what I'm going to run for the meantime, and we're going to see how it goes. Now, nothing here has changed. I've kept all these settings the same. The only thing that I did change today was we changed the overall settings to medium. Everything's set to medium instead of low like we were running it recently. So yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. So I'm just gonna, I guess, just, you know, start playing the game and just move around different locations and see what happens. The biggest thing is
These rocks have seen better days.
The biggest thing is how is OBS going to perform? Right? It was never so much the game by itself as it's OBS and the game together. They just don't get along. So I'm hoping this update has kind of fixed some of that. And I will say, so far, it feels better than the day one patch. So far. That could change. So yeah, let's just kind of walk around here. I need to get some potions, some Wiggenweld, so let's just kind of look around and see, maybe we can find some stuff.
Revelio.
I need to get in some fights, honestly, and get some Wiggenweld potions that way, but I don't know. Look at that. You just, you know what, and like I said before, you can't deny that this game, you can't deny it. This game is beautiful. It is. I mean, honestly, it's one of the best looking games I've seen in a long time. Even at low settings, I was very impressed with how the game looked. Wasn't impressed with how it ran, but you know, God,
Looks rather dark in there.
This
Never
game
stopped me
just
before.
looks
Revelio.
so good. So far, so good.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
So far, so good. I'm kind of shocked. You know, I told you, ladies and gents, as soon as this game got a decent update on PC and everything was fixed, we were gonna go back. And I can honestly say, it looks like this update did it. We'll have to wait till we actually go back to Hogwarts and walk through the castle again and stuff like that. But just out in the open like this, it's feeling pretty good.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Potato. Stupefy.
And I'm pleased to say that we are not getting any kind of encoding issues in OBS right now. So that's a really good sign. Alright, so let's just make our way over here. This is Hogsmeade, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so let's make our way back into Hogsmeade. And let's go in a couple of the buildings and just see what happens. Most of my frame dips that I would normally get
Hogsmeade, here I come.
would come from populated areas like this, especially inside buildings. So we'll have to wait and see. I want to go to the bar or the pub. Really, any of these buildings will do, but that or Zonko's joke shop. Every time I would go in there, the frames would just drop dramatically. But well, there ain't nobody in the 3 broomsticks right now, so.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle.
I'm pretty amazing.
You certainly made an impression.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens. I don't want to say it yet, but I think I think we're good. I think it's time to full send the game now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to crank the game up to high settings. But the moment I do is the moment I'm gonna have to back all the way out, exit the game, and let the shaders reinitialize. The game's running pretty stable right now, though, just at medium settings. I don't know if I want to change it. I don't know if I want to change it. You know, and the other thing is, too, the other big issue I had with the game, as far as, like, whenever I would drop frames, is whenever we would get into a cutscene, I've got to make sure that everything stays at a stable frame rate. That way it's not like, oh, we're out in the open and the frame rate's good, and oh, we're in combat and the frame rate's good, but oh, we're in a cutscene, we're dropping down to like 10 to 15 frames. I don't want that. So, I mean, if I have to keep the game at medium settings, 4K, I'm fine with it. The only other thing I would like to maybe mess with at some point is turn on ray tracing and just see what happens. Because, I mean...
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to
right now...
Hogsmeade.
right now, everything's running solid. I really wish I had a frame rate counter up to, like, show you, ladies and gents, what we're hitting. Which, I mean, I can technically pull one up, but it might make things run worse. Let me try something here. Just to see. Boop, 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 boop. Hold on. I just wanna get an idea as to what we're sitting at. Cause like I had no idea what frame rate we were even getting before. So let's go ahead and just turn on the NVIDIA in-game overlay. I normally keep this crap off, which I'll probably turn it off again here in a minute. But I want to turn it on for a second just so we can see what our frame rate is doing currently. So if we just go in and I didn't mean to do that. We'll do overall performance, or advanced. I don't know. What does advanced give me? That gives me all the above. Yeah, we'll go ahead and leave that on. Okay. Alright, let's leave that on. And I don't even know. It might not even pick that up just because the game's not in full screen. It's not. I don't know if I can capture the frame rate on this or not, to be honest with you. Yeah, it might not do it. I really want to know what frames we're getting, but I doesn't look like that's going to be an option. I do have other ways that I could, like, capture the frame rate and stuff, but... Oh my god, my stick drift is so bad. So yeah, we're not going to worry about that. I can, from just playing the little bit that I have already, I can already tell that we're at least getting closer to 60 FPS if we're not already locked at 60. So it does seem like it does seem like overall performance has improved, which is good. I'm just really bummed that I can't pull it up. Because I was kind of hoping we could see what we're getting frame rate wise, but oh well. Okay. So let's get into some more combat scenarios. Because I need more potions. I gotta get some more potions, otherwise I'm not gonna be doing too much. So let's just go. Let's go like right here. It'll be fun. I will say whenever the game's loading, like right now, it does seem like the frame rate drops, but not to the point of...
Resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Okay, can you shut up? But not to the point of, like, I'm dropping frames and or having encoding issues in OBS. So...
But you trusted the wrong kind, and we see you about to echo your folly. How are we supposed to offer our respects to such a choice?
Accio!
What have you done?
Potato!
Stupid trick! You've heard quite enough.
Stupid
I've seen Billywigs with more sting. Avoiding our problems, are we? Think you're clever, cutting expensive. You're burning my favorite clothes!
Potato! Stupid
You're a slippery little... Should I address that was
Stupid Expelliarmus!
What's that?
Potato!
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
what the heck is that?
That's what you got.
I'm about to die. No, 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 no. I'm dead.
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Now you've gone too far.
Wasn't that?
Hardly felt it.
Come on, come on, come on.
To warm you up.
Expelliarmus!
Dang it! I was trying to get the dueling feat. I couldn't figure that one out. It was disarm one of those enemies whenever they do a blast attack, but I don't know what blast attack I was talking about. I'm impressed. You know, I mean, granted,
Now.
it's 8 days. You know, we're 8 days past release, right? But you know, could they have fixed everything quicker? Maybe not. I don't know.
I've seen Billywigs with more sting.
Expelliarmus!
You know, there's still a lot of issues with the game. There's still a lot of people reporting bugs left and right with the game. But as far as overall performance is concerned, I think they fixed it.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
I'm really shocked I haven't gotten any potions yet.
Accio!
No, did that kill her? No way. Dang it! Oh, crap. That sucks. You know what? I've played multiple games with this god-awful stick drift recently, but like this game in particular just shows how bad my stick drift really is. It's so bad. Come on now.
Leviosa. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio.
Now that the game's actually running well, I can, you know, easily get through combat scenarios without having to worry about, oh my god, the frame rate's dipping. I can't get out of the way in time. You know, because the frame rate was dipping so bad before that, like, even the overall latency was just, it was so bad. I would tap a button and nothing would happen. I mean, I'm really impressed with what they've been able to do within, you know, 8 days of release. It's,
Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
you know, it gives me hope for the devs and future content if they ever decide to release any for this game. They'd be stupid not to. But yeah, I mean, 8 days after release and they've already fixed the performance issues. Well, I'm assuming they fixed it. You know what I mean? I'm over here saying, oh yeah, it feels better, it's fixed. We haven't been to Hogwarts yet. Right, we haven't roamed the halls any. So, I don't know, maybe there's still some performance issues. We'll have to wait. As far as exploring just out in the open like this, it's better. You know, and personally, I think, for me at least, you know, I think, it would be harder to, if the game was gonna have any issues, and if we were gonna drop any frames and have encoding problems and whatnot in OBS, it would happen while we're out in the open world. It should be, you know, more than likely this is going to be harder to render out than Hogwarts itself, right? So, the only difference with Hogwarts is you have a lot of movement, a lot of NPCs, a lot of, you know, motion happening on the walls, and just different little effects and whatnot going on constantly. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens whenever we get back to school, but I think this update fixed everything. So for those of you that are like on the fence, you know, and you have a PC and you're like, I really want the game, but I've heard nothing but bad things as far as performance goes on PC, I don't think you have to worry about it anymore. We'll have to wait. Those could be very bold claims. You know, like I said, we've got to go back to Hogwarts to really see if everything's improved, and we got to at least go through one cutscene. If I can get through a whole cutscene without any frame rate dips or encoding overload, then yeah, they fixed it. But I can tell you, it already at this point is very playable. Merciless, hello, sir. Hello, my fellow wizard friend. How are you? Are you still enjoying the game? glad to be back playing this game. And I'm just glad to be streaming in general because it's taking a couple days. I've had stuff going on, work and everything else that, like, I haven't had a chance to even sit down and do what I love. You hit 26 today? Nice. Nice. Have you progressed through the story a ton, or are you just kind of doing what I'm doing and exploring?
Stupid one. Expelliarmus. Accio. Leviosa. Stupid one. Revelio.
I still think this is like the best part of the game. Just going around and defeating enemies and just looking at what the devs have built. Like, you just... there's so many people on like Steam and just other, you know, platforms like Epic Game Store and stuff like that. There's so many people that still hating on the game.
Expelliarmus.
Saying that like, oh, a lot of areas and enemies are copy and paste, and oh, you know, the game gets boring after a while. It's not what was promised. Like, you can't please anybody. Like, I swear, I think this game is borderline perfect, and people are still hating on it. It's crazy. You progress the story to get your beast class completed. Okay, so have you gotten the room of requirement yet, or no? I haven't progressed the story at all, so I don't even know when I get all that mess. Been doing a lot of the Merlin challenges to unlock the slots. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to get back into my classes so I can get all that stuff. Because the Merlin challenges and stuff like that, that's definitely going to help with inventory space, which is one of my biggest issues at this point. But I mean, hey, on the plus side, we're level 26 and killing it, you know? I mean, yeah, in my opinion, if you don't do the Merlin challenges early, you're gonna have to go back and forth to merchants and sell and stuff, but... And with only having, what, 20 slots to start, it can really be... It can be a lot to deal with. The Merlin challenges are super easy. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you get... How many slots? I think it's 20 total. Yeah, 20 total for all pieces of gear. So for handwear, facewear, headwear, neckwear, cloaks and robes, and your outfit, 20 slots total whenever you start. That's not a lot. It's really not. So I mean, you can eat up inventory space really quick in this game.
Revelio.
But luckily, it takes all 2 seconds to go back to Hogsmeade and be like, I just need to sell stuff. And I will say one thing too, for those of you that are holding on to like that certain piece of like legendary gear or just a piece that you like let's say you get a certain outfit, right? So for example, let's say I go in here and I'm like, man, I really like this cloak that I'm wearing. You know, I want to keep it so I get to have that same look and whatnot. Anytime you sell something, you get to, like, all the basically everything that you've sold. If you go back in and, like, go and change your appearance, a lot of that stuff stays, like, it doesn't disappear. So you can just go back in and be like, oh, there's the robe right there. And you never lose it. I recommend selling everything. Don't hold on to anything in this game. It's not worth it. It's not worth holding on to a piece of gear. It just won't benefit you. So sell everything, because like I said, all the, you know, looks and everything, even if you sell something, it's gonna put it right here. So that's why any gear that I have I've just been playing this game essentially like I play Destiny. Any new gear you get that's better, throw it on instantly, because holding on to something's not going to help you. And that's why the game even has the transmog system where you can, you know, change your look whenever and keep your look no matter what piece of gear you're wearing, which is
Incendio.
which is a feature that not many games have, but I'm really glad this game has that option, because if not, I would be super annoyed, and I would look really, really funny. If you just picked up every single piece of gear and, you know, every new piece that's better, and you just had that to wear throughout your adventure, like, you would look so goofy. Like, if I turn all this crap off, I don't even know what I look like right now, but I'm sure if I turn all this crap off, I look really stupid. So let's see. Yeah, white gloves. If I turn all of this off, right? Oh, yeah. I'll have to remove the hood to really see that. But, like, you get my point. Sell your stuff. And for those of you that haven't been changing your appearance and whatnot, what are you waiting for? It's funny, though. I was watching a video today. And a lot of people are still finding out that you can, you know, granted the game's been out for a week at this point. For those that didn't pre-order, it's been out for over a week for those that did. A lot of people are still finding out that you can throw your hood on and off if you have a robe or a cloak that has a hood on it, which every cloak has a hood on it. That's why it's called a cloak. But anyways, like, yeah. Yeah, the glasses are so crazy. Like, out of every piece I've gathered, the glasses are what really throws me off. I will say that out of all the glasses that you can acquire, let me see if I can find it here. These are still my favorite, because that's the same set of glasses that Luna Lovegood wears in the Half-Blood Prince, if I remember correctly. If I didn't have like my dark arts mask and stuff like that, that's probably what I'd end up wearing. Yeah, the glasses definitely make you look crazy. Yeah, if I was to just have everything equipped, no appearance change whatsoever, this would be my look. No thank you. Like, nobody's intimidated by this. So, yeah, change your appearance and keep an eye on your collections too, because this changes every time you sell something. Only when you sell something. If you destroy something, if I'm correct, it doesn't throw it in your appearances. So sell your stuff. But yeah, always keep an eye on your appearance, because new stuff is added every time you sell, which is good. Gives you a lot of flexibility. So, like, you know, my look has been pretty consistent throughout the playthrough, right? We've just been rocking the whole dark arts theme, but you know, whenever winter changes, or whenever the season changes to winter, or the season changes to fall, I'm gonna change my outfit. I'm gonna change my appearance, as you should. That's the fun of it, you know. It's really cool that they add these little systems in the game, though. Especially the hood on and off. Like, that made me so happy whenever I figured that out the other day. I was like, oh, that's a thing, you know. Very few people know about it, which is crazy. Because it's right there, front and center, if you just hover over it. But nobody notices. You keep the mask / the glasses on and off. Yeah, and that's the other cool thing too. So for those of you that don't want anything on your face, you could turn it off. So you're not stuck with glasses or a face mask, which is really, really nice. They quite literally thought of everything in this game. I'm pleasantly... I'm really surprised by this game because of the detail, you know, they didn't skip any corners. They didn't hold back. They literally, everything that fans wanted, they threw in this game. You know, the only thing that I was griping and complaining about for a little bit was the performance, and I think it's safe to say 8 days after the full release, it's been fixed. So, for those of you that have the game on Steam or even in the Epic Game Store on PC, update your Hogwarts Legacy. There is an update. Trust me. Go check. It is there. I updated my game today, and I think they did it. I really, truly do. So, I'm happy. So now I'm gonna make more thumbnails for this game. And now I gotta retract my one statement on Facebook today because somebody, one of my friends from high school was kind of, you know, mentioning the game, and then one of my other friends was saying that, like, yeah, he's on the fence about getting the game because, you know, PC performance overall, he heard wasn't that good and whatnot. And then I chimed in and was like, yeah, it's not, and, you know, told him what issues I've been having and stuff. So I think I'm gonna have to take that back because it's fixed. Yeah, Merciless, I agree. I wish it was co-op too. I really do. Can you imagine? I really think, you know, if the devs don't offer co-op at any point, even later on down the line with, like, maybe some upcoming DLC or something, if they don't offer it in this game, at least on the plus side with how well this game has been received, we know without a shadow of a doubt they have to make a sequel or a spin-off or something at some point. There's no way they don't. They'd be stupid not to, right? And with as many people that have been kind of, a lot of people have chimed in and is like, man, co-op, you know. I really think that it's going to be added at some point, whether it's in this game or the next. They have to. But then, see, my fear with that is, the moment you do that, is the moment you have to think of a couple things. One, you have to think of crossplay. Okay. Then you have to think about cross progression. So let's say, you know, because most games that are crossplay have cross progression. So let's say I play the game on PC and then I decide to switch over to, I don't know, my Xbox Series X that I don't own, right? If I had one, they would have to add that in there as well. And anytime a game offers co-op, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to lose. They would have to lose some detail with the world. They would have to, something would have to be done technically to limit what is shown on screen at one time, because there's no way you can have a game that looks, and I could be wrong, unless technology advances, you know, and gets to a point. I just don't think they can have a game like this that looks this good running co-op and or crossplay. I just don't think you could do it. With as many performance issues as the game's already had. Yeah, I mean, I would like, trust me, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to see this game with co-op, but I just don't think it's possible. I really don't. At least not yet. You know, I mean, just think about this, you know, from console and PC, both, like, a lot of people have had performance issues with the game. So I just have this odd feeling that if they ever did introduce co-op, it would be rough. At least for the first couple weeks. But they would have to look at some performance things for sure. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see though. But like I said, if they never do anything co-op wise in this game, they definitely will with a sequel. Because so many people have brought up the whole idea of co-op. Alright, let's get into a battle arena and see how everything runs. Yep. So for those of you that haven't done these battle arenas yet, it is quite literally what you think it is. It's a battle arena filled with multiple different types of enemies, just all coming at you at once. Which gets kind of hectic, but I like it. The downside of me trying to do this right now is I don't have any potions, so we might not be able to get through this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through this. I'm dead. Luckily, it lets me just continually try it over and over again without having to, like, back out, go back in. Have I adjusted my camera settings? No, but I watched a video today talking about it, saying that you should go into your settings and go under camera relative targeting or whatever. Apparently, if you turn this off, and I've heard about this. Apparently, if you turn it off, you don't have to look at a target to then start hitting them. I like that, but I don't. We might, you know what? We'll change that setting for a minute just to see how it operates. You know, and just to see if it makes things a little bit easier. So apparently, whenever you turn that setting off, you can hit things off screen, which I have some issues with that, right? I have some issues with turning it off, and I'll tell you exactly why I'm kind of on the fence about having it off, is because whenever you're trying to get through these dueling feats, and you're having to do a specific thing, I'm dead here 100%. I'm just gonna let him kill me. The only reason why I'm really on the fence about changing that setting is because, like, with the dueling feats, you know, like, hit a flaming spider to blow it up. If I'm just consistently hitting RT or R2 on PlayStation or whatever to, you know, cast a spell, and it's hitting targets off screen, one, I'm not gonna know who it's hitting. Two, I'm not gonna know if they even have a shield up at that point. Like, there's just, I don't know. There's a reason. Some people are gonna like it, some people aren't. I don't know. I would really have to play around with it, but for me, it's like, at least with trying to, like, complete the dueling feats, I don't see a point in it. And like I said, too, with how the game operates with the whole, like, you have to hit a certain enemy whenever they have this certain color shield up with this certain spell to break it, you know, I don't know. The only issue I have with the, like, camera targeting in this game is my stick drift. So, like, for me, yes, I do kind of want to, like, have the setting off, but I don't know. Yeah, my stick drift in this freaking game is terrible. Oh my god.
Accio.
Oh, actually.
Incendio.
Incendio!
Time to teach someone a lesson!
Accio. Accio.
Incendio!
Incendio.
See, we have an active one.
Incendio. Incendio. Stupefy.
Incendio! Hogwarts don't go down easy.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio.
No! Incendio!
Incendio.
I really wish I had some potions right now. This sucks.
Oh, I'm gonna eat you.
Stupefy. Levioso. Stupefy. Incendio.
No, 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 no.
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis!
Protego. Stupefy. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Totalis!
Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Incendio.
I hate these things so much, especially whenever I'm like low health like this too.
Incendio. Protego.
Good thing is, for those of you that haven't done these dueling arenas,
Stupefy.
I highly recommend running through these as soon as possible. Even if you're a low level, it does not matter. Run through these arenas if you can, because you can repeat them over and over and over again. And the good thing about that is I can literally repeat this one arena or another one that I like even more than this one, just due to the spells they give me. You can run through these arenas as many times as you want, and while you're doing so, gain XP and complete your dueling feats, and you can get that done really, really quick. Hence why I'm already level 26, because I've just been grinding out these arenas.
Get over here!
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
And these are actually really fun. They're better whenever, you know, you actually have health to work with. I don't at this point, so I'm kind of
Accio.
struggling, having to keep on my toes and keep moving and all that, but I'm having to play a little bit more defensively than I normally would.
Incendio.
I've seen better.
Levioso.
Incendio! Hey, but you Expulso! You made a mistake.
Oh, what's go out.
Incendio! Made a grave mistake.
Stop right there! Expulso!
Accio. Expelliarmus. Stupefy.
Incendio! Feel a burning sensation.
Expelliarmus.
No, I was totally blocking right there. What was that? Oh, crap. I'm probably dead here.
Real quick, don't take it. Incendio.
I just gotta keep moving.
Protego.
You'll have to fight eventually.
Accio. Incendio.
You're no match for me.
Stupid trick.
Stupid luck.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Where'd it go?
Incendio. Protego.
Nothing more than
Levioso.
pay for your deed.
Levioso. Levioso. Come on. Stupid one.
You're afraid to fight back.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio.
You're going to regret that.
Stupid.
You weaken quickly.
Levioso.
I'm really shocked I'm alive.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Stupid. Accio. Levioso.
Alright, get out of here. I'm done with you.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
Just me and you, buddy boy. How you gonna play this, huh? Huh? There we go. We're not done yet, though.
Accio. Incendio.
Alright, let me knock out these smaller spiders first.
Incendio. 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 Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Nice.
Not
Woo!
my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Final wave.
Incendio. This should be fun.
Keep in mind, I have no potions whatsoever, and there's a ton of enemies I gotta deal with. Oh my god! Woo! What is that? Oh, I'm dead. I just walked into a freaking spell. No. Oh, what are you? Oh god, that is a freaking spider and a half.
Accio.
Oh no.
Let's get this.
Incendio.
I can't stay still at this point.
Expulsion!
Oh god, I was on the final wave. I need more potions. That's the only way I'm gonna get through that, and oh, I can't believe that. I wasn't expecting them to throw a brand new enemy at me. I've never seen that spider. That's new. JJ, so fun fact that you found out recently, you can shiny hunt in this game. Yeah, you're not the first person to bring that up. Who else brought that up? Agent of Chaos, I think, brought it up like whenever I first started streaming the game over here on YouTube, because he plays a lot of Pokemon Go and stuff like that. So he was mentioning that to me. I haven't messed with the whole beast thing yet though, so I don't know how true that is. You could ask Merciless though. If Merciless is still in chat, he'd be able to tell you. He's already been doing some of the beast stuff.
Leviosa. Protego. Incendio. Leviosa.
That didn't hit? I'm so confused. I hate these things. Out of all the enemies I deal with, these are the ones that I hate the most. Super annoying.
Expelliarmus.
Okay.
Lower or upper Hogsfield?
Accio.
Get over here.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Nice. So JJ, how you doing today, buddy?
Expelliarmus.
You doing well?
Expelliarmus.
Of course, JJ. Appreciate you being here hanging out. But yeah, like I said, Merciless has been doing all of his beast stuff, so he would know a little bit more than me at this point, because all I've been doing is grinding out my exploration and or dueling feats and stuff like that. I've just been fighting everything I come across. I haven't really progressed the story too much. I mean, because the game hasn't been running well anyways. It's running better now after this update. But yeah. You hope those are the bad guys that I'm beating up? Yeah, so it's not like with this game, JJ, it's not like I can run around and pick a fight with anybody. So these are all bad guys. It's not like I'm running up to any good guys and being like, ah, and casting a whole bunch of spells. You can't do that. Yeah.
Hogwarts is very lucky they've
Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupid one. Accio. Incendio.
It's like these guys right here that I'm fighting. These are the poachers that go around and collect beasts. And well, if you don't know what poaching is, they go around collecting beasts and or animals and sell them at a high price.
Accio. Protego. Stupid one.
I'm so OP, it ain't even funny. Alright, they're not giving me any Wiggenweld potions whatsoever, so I might just have to go buy some, honestly. Which I wasn't gonna do, but they're not giving me any. You're familiar? That's fine. So yeah. You can only fight bad guys. So. Alright, let's go ahead and look at our combat challenges, because I'm pretty sure I completed a couple of them. Yep, so goblins are done. That's almost done. And for those of you that don't know, like, if you get through all of your combat challenges, the quicker you get through this, the better. because you get all these traits and everything that you can, I think you add it to your gear and it gives you, like, debuffs or buffs. Alright. Should be everything. Alright, good deal. Yeah, I guess at this point, let me, before we do that, dueling arena, let me go buy some potions. Which I really don't want to do, but kind of have no choice. They were giving me like a ton of Wiggenweld potions after I would, like, you know, complete a couple fights out in the open, especially near the Forbidden Forest, but right now they're just not doing it. So I don't know if it's because I've, like, explored that area so much. They're like, nope, you've collected all you can.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
I shall. But the question is, do you have any Wiggenweld potions that I could buy? You only have 3? Well, that's fine. That's better than nothing.
A wise decision. Thank you.
I'm probably never gonna buy potions from you ever again. I just letting you know. Yeah, it's probably a one-time thing. But while I'm here, I will go ahead and buy these potion recipes because
A wise
those will
decision.
come in handy later. And I'm gonna sell some stuff real quick. Yeah, like I said, ladies and gents, boys and girls, sell your stuff. Don't hold on to anything because it just doesn't benefit you whatsoever. I've gained majority of the gold that I get in this game is from loot. Selling loot. That's it. Apparently you can get a little bit more money from poaching. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm you know, going after these poachers for poaching, but you can actually be a poacher yourself, and sell some of the magical creatures that you gather throughout the world and get like a decent amount of gold out of it. So, but I don't have that option yet, so we're just selling some loot and making a profit, a decent profit at least. I mean,
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
All right. So now I want to go down to... I want to go over here to Tomes and Scrolls. I want to finish buying the rest of his stuff, or at least majority.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind.
That's
like
3,000? My God. Actually, I need that. I need that as soon as possible because this right here is really handy. So these hopping pots, apparently you can put so many hopping pots in your room of requirement. And what these do is they will randomly generate a potion. So you can stock up on all your potions for free without having to really craft them, which is very nice. So I do want to go ahead and get that, even though it's 3,000, but I just want to look. Yeah, that's 3,000 too. Yeah, let's go and get this.
Nothing like finding just the
And-
right thing, is there?
We're going to get the material refiner. Good deal. It won't be long. I'll have everything that I need for the room of requirement even
Let me know
before
if
I get
there's
it.
anything else
So
I can do to help.
I haven't unlocked the room of requirement yet, and it's, as far as I know, you don't get it till later in the game anyways. So I have a feeling we're going to be able to get all of our stuff situated even before we get the room, which is very nice. All right. Now let's go ahead and head back. I want to knock out that arena real quick. Which I think it was this one. Yeah, it's gotta be it. You just switched the season in the game. Did you just keep like waiting and going from day to night until it switched seasons? Like, is that possible, or did the game do it automatically? I wonder. I guarantee you, if you wait consistently, the season will change. I haven't tried it yet, but I guarantee you that works. Alright, so I want to go right there.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Is... Alright. Let's see if this is the arena that I was just doing. I think this is it. Oh, okay. So no, you have to do the story. Ah. That'd be cool if, like, you wait. Because for those of you that don't know, you can go into your map and click the right stick and wait. And it'll switch from day to night. I am curious, though, and I do want to test. If I continually do that, will the seasons change? Or will it just constantly stay the one season until you progress the story? Who knows? With how much detail they've added in this game, though, it wouldn't surprise me if you could actually, like, wait over and over again, then eventually it'll change.
Allow me to put you out of here. You'll regret that. Incendio. Incendio. Potato. Stupefy. Incendio. Potato. Accio. My bite is worse than my bark. Incendio! Incendio. Levioso. Stupefy. 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 Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Potato. Stupefy. Incendio.
Nice.
Your life ends here.
Accio.
Time to teach someone a lesson.
Stupefy.
What are your faults?
Petrificus totalis.
Might want to look up.
Shoot.
I think now while you're still alive.
Petrificus totalis.
Accio.
Death from above.
Incendio.
No. This dueling arena is freaking tough. Especially too, I'm trying to like wait to use my potions. But I think I'm gonna have to use them. That's okay, even if I screw up, I'm still gaining XP and completing dueling feats at the same time, so it's like, it pays off, it really does.
One of my own and lift the hell of it.
Incendio.
This awful.
Levioso.
Let's play Sprinter and Prey, shall we?
Accio. Incendio.
Bingo.
Come on.
Incendio.
You will not survive this fight. Potato.
Yeah, probably not, because I'm trying to get these dueling feats done.
Accio. Potato. Levioso. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Expelliarmus.
No, but one.
Levioso. The beasts are safer now.
Nice.
I see you.
Time to teach someone a lesson.
Accio.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Expelliarmus.
Give it back.
Potato. Stupefy. Levioso. Levioso. Incendio.
Hate these things. These are like zombies. Oh my god. And Furious or whatever. So annoying. Because you have to damage them with fire first. And then you can like cast every other spell. They are the most annoying thing. Yeah, and they're super strong, and like that dash attack they have is not fair. Like that right there, I couldn't even move. Uh-oh. I might have to use a potion, I don't know. I'm trying to wait. Dude, that was not. I refuse.
What are your thoughts on
Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Expulso? Might want to look up.
There we go.
I believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself.
Okay.
Incendio.
I see you. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Accio. Potato.
Pay for your deed.
That's stupid. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Stupid. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Stupid. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Keep your fun.
Potato.
You can't hold up forever.
Stupid. Stupid. Incendio.
Novice fuck. You've made a great mistake.
Accio. Incendio.
You'll regret this for the rest of your. You'll regret this for the rest of your predictable.
Accio.
Expulso.
Levioso.
No! Dude, I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard to not use any of my Wigan Weld potions. Oh, but I think I'm gonna have to.
The flames pursue you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. There's no way. At least one of them.
Expulso. You're going to regret.
Protego.
Stupid. You run like a bellywig.
Levioso.
And stupid drink. Confringo. Sega. What are you doing? Avoiding the problem.
Protego.
I'm not done with you.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
That's mine.
Oh, almost screwed it up.
Accio. Incendio.
Dude, did I just cast that back to him? I think I did. I think whenever I did the Expelliarmus spell right there, I'm pretty sure the spell backfired and like hit him. I've never seen that. What the heck? Come on, little pooch. What you got?
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Hardly a
Holy crap.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
Stable, I'm trying. Not mentally stable, I'm trying. I'm trying. This, man, this dueling arena is kind of crazy, especially whenever I only have 3 Wigging Weld potions. Well, I had 3. Let me go ahead and say that. Now I'm down to 1. So, yay. By the way, ladies and gents, boys and girls, if you're enjoying the Hogwarts Legacy content, no. The wizarding, witching, magical content over here. Be sure to, do me a favor, leave a like on the video. Thanks. I'd appreciate it. I really would. It would mean a lot. All right, let's get it.
Incendio.
Oh my god. Big spider. There's always a bigger spider. I hate spiders.
Incendio. Incendio.
And it's safe to say, ladies and gents, after the most recent update for this game,
Incendio.
it's running better on PC. So for those of you that were worried about getting the game on PC, you know, this game has gotten a ton of backlash with all the bugs and performance issues that have been plaguing the PC version, but I'm here to tell you right now, it's running a heck of a lot better.
Incendio.
Because otherwise, I would not be able to get through this dueling arena.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
No, don't do that.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Ooh, this arena's got me sweating. Final wave. Here we go. Where's the big spider? Brrr, it's a huge spider. I hate spiders. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. Oh my god, I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it. Oh my god. I gotta take care of this spider first before I do anything.
Expelliarmus.
Oh, watch the light go out of your eyes.
Incendio.
This sucks. Not only do I have the spider to worry about, I have the zombie mother truckers. Oh, I hate this so freaking much.
Incendio.
Oh.
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Flash of inspiration.
Expelliarmus.
That's mine. Barely felt anything at all.
Incendio.
It's almost dead.
From a projector.
Nice.
Incendio.
Spider's dead.
Trying to make me an admirer of your challenge, are we?
Stupefy.
You haven't been knuckle. Head in the clouds, this one.
Accio. Stupefy.
Expulsion.
Expelliarmus.
What are your thoughts on?
Incendio. Levioso. Stego. Stupefy.
Come on.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
That right now. Might want to look up. Hardly felt
Expelliarmus.
it. Now you've gone too
Accio.
far.
Levioso. Incendio.
This is your first duel, isn't it? Now where did it go? Well, you'll have to do better than that.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
That's mine.
Levioso.
Expulsion. Barely felt.
Incendio.
No, that's not who I was aiming for. Oh well.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
That right now. That all you got? Quite conductive.
How are you not dead yet?
Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Nice, let's go. Brrr. Woo! We did it. Holy frick. That had me sweating right there at the end. Honestly, out of all the dueling arenas I've done so far, that was the hardest one. Granted, that's only the second dueling arena that I've, done, but yeah, that was really tough. It was fun, but I was lacking in the potion department for sure. But we're almost level 27, and we completed multiple combat challenges, which is good. Like I said, the sooner you guys can fill out all of your, the sooner you fill out all of your challenges and whatnot, the sooner you complete all this stuff, the better. All right, especially whenever it comes to combat, it's gonna make it a lot easier. Now, granted, what you gain, as far as these traits are concerned, like I said, I don't think you technically get to use them until you get the room requirement, because I think you have to add it to your gear, if I remember correctly. But yeah, just to go ahead and, get this out of the way is really helpful. Not mentally stable. I did great. Just keep working on it. Exactly. I would have been a little bit easier if I had more potions, but you know what? It wasn't too bad. And you got to think, I don't have a lot of spells to work with. I really don't. For those of you like some of you are probably gonna go back and watch this later and look at this and be like, God, that guy sucks, or God, I'm better than him. You probably are, but you probably have a lot more spells at your disposal than me. I'm literally running nothing, because I haven't done any of the story. I've done a little bit of the story here and there, but I've just been exploring and dueling and whatnot. I could give a crap less about the story. I've just been having so much fun seeing the world, and seeing what the devs have made, because I'm super impressed like a waffle. You came here because my uncle sent you? What? You came here because your uncle sent me. But you're gonna keep watching. Okay. Thank you. Alright. That's out of the way. Let's go ahead. Let's make our way back over to Hogwarts. Let's actually, you know, go in, explore as much of the school as possible. I just want to get in and see how everything runs now. Because where I ended up experiencing the most, you know, performance issues was while we were in Hogwarts and during cutscenes and stuff like that. So let's go ahead, go back over here and just kind of walk around a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and start back on the story quest. Oh, got you. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. Not mentally stable. Yep. I got you. I figured as much, but I wasn't gonna say names or anything. So I was just yeah, I was quietly guessing in my head. Merciless, you get a fire spell that whenever you shoot it, helps you keep distance. Yeah, so I've heard one you get a couple upgrades. So I'm currently using Incendio, but apparently, what is it? Flipendo is the other one? I don't remember. No, Bombarda. I think that's the other one that you're... It's either that or Confringo. But I know at some point I can upgrade Incendio, I'm pretty sure, and then whenever you upgrade it, every time you use the spell, you get like an AoE attack, like a ring of fire around you that'll basically damage enemies in the area, which would really help whenever I go up against those zombie types. Confringo's the one? Yeah, I keep hearing a lot of people mention it and saying, yeah, you need that spell, but I'm thinking, okay, that's great, but you've probably been messing with the story and I haven't, so. Alright! So anyways, yep, let's go back over to Hogwarts and see how the game runs. If the game runs good and we don't have any issues, including with cutscenes, then I might attempt... At some point I'm gonna try to like bump up the graphics just to see how far we can take it. And I'm really wanting to run the game with like a little bit of ray tracing on, but I just don't think I can do it. So we'll have to wait and see. Where do I even want to start? Let's go back. Let's go all the way back to... I gotta figure out where it is first. Let's go all the way back to the Slytherin common room, and then we'll just go through from there. Because, like I said, out of all the locations in the game, Hogwarts is the one location that I just couldn't run without any massive dips. But it looks like it's fixed. That's awesome. I couldn't even go through the common room without any issues. Wow, they fixed it.
Revelio.
That is great. I couldn't even cast Revelio every now and again. It would just, everything would just stop. Frames and everything would just completely drop whenever I would do that, but wow. 8 days after release, ladies and gents, the game is finally playable on PC. So yeah, I have to take back everything I said on Facebook today. Dang! I hate it when that happens. I hate it when I'm wrong. I hate it when I lie to people. But I had a feeling. I had a real good feeling whenever you know, I went to my Steam downloads today and or updates, and I saw that this game had an update. And I was like, okay, this is probably going to be the update to fix it. And sure enough, it fixed all of my performance issues. So not mentally stable. Question is, have you played Hogwarts Legacy yet? Are you planning on picking up the game? Yes, no, maybe so. Why not? Let me know. I think it's really fun. If you haven't played it yet, and if you're, you know, a Harry Potter fan to any degree, if you're a big Harry Potter nerd, or just, you know, you enjoy the movies here and there, I mean, I can't recommend it enough. It's so good. The downside about this game, you know, if you don't have a PC or Xbox Series X, S, or a PS5, unfortunately, for those of you that are on last-gen consoles, you're still going to have to wait until April, I think, technically. And that's when the last-gen versions are going to drop. Haven't been able to, heard about it, want to play it. Got all the books. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's really fun. When it works. Let me say that. It's really fun when it works. The PC version definitely had some issues at launch, but it's running better now, and it's so fun. Oh, ladies and gents, wait a minute. We are in. I've heard about this area, but I've yet to actually come down here, so we haven't explored this part of the castle yet. This is a really neat area that you only hear about in the books, and it's never shown in the movies. This is the kitchen. Well, we're gonna go into the kitchen area in just a minute, but this is like the kitchen cellar area of the school, which is really neat. Yeah, it's just not mentally stable. On PC, it had like a bunch of performance issues and or bugs where it just lagged a bunch.
Revelio.
You know, stuff like that. But they fixed it with this update, which is good. Alright. The pear portrait. If one tickles the pear in this still life painting of a bowl of fruit, it'll giggle before turning into a doorknob. And then we get to go into the kitchens from there, which is pretty cool. There's still a couple locations that I don't know how to access, that I've heard about.
Revelio.
So, even though we've explored a decent amount of the school, there's a lot to uncover. We still got a lot to go. All right, let's check out the kitchen, shall we? Because I don't think there's anything else over here. All right, so apparently we just got to walk up and tickle the pear. Okay, if it'll let me do it. It might not let me go in here yet.
Revelio.
It's not giving me an option. I don't know. I don't know if it's glitched or I just can't get in there yet. Let me just kind of back up and go back down. Whoops. Yeah, I guess I can't access it yet. But if you want to get into the kitchens, all you gotta do is come down here, at some point interact with the portrait, and it'll let you. I can't do it though. Yeah, it's like I said, it's either glitched or I'm not allowed to go in there yet because I haven't done really any of the story whatsoever because I've just been exploring the whole time.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
So we'll wait on that, but at least I know how to get. At least I know how to get there. I didn't even know where the kitchens were, to be honest. At one point I thought the kitchens were like all the way at the bottom, like at you know, on the very first floor, but it's not. It's right here. Okay. So for a reference point, you have the Great Hall right here, and then the kitchens are going to be down this step. Right around the corner. Down the spiral staircase, and then you get to go down there. But can't do that yet.
Revelio.
Okay, what else we got? I don't think I can go in the Great Hall yet. Is it still locked? Oh, I don't think it's locked. Hey! Last time I tried to go in here, it wouldn't let me do it. I kept saying it was locked. Alright, hold on. We got another moth portrait. So for those of you that don't know, like with these portraits, what to do, all you gotta do, go over to your spells, equip Lumos, and there we go. So it shows you a certain location, and you gotta find that location, find the moth, and then lead the moth back to the mirror, and then you'll be able to finish that puzzle, which the moth is just right here on this back wall. But you have to make sure that your Lumo spell is still active. Otherwise, you won't be able to grab the moth. So we'll just grab it, take it all the way back, and boom. Boom. Hello? There we go. Nice.
Revelio.
Alright, so let's check out the Great Hall, shall we? Okay, those students were not sitting there. Whenever I opened that door just a minute ago. Wow, okay. Cool, I guess it's lunchtime at this point. That was weird. The Great Hall ceiling. The ceiling of the Great Hall has been bewitched to mimic the sky above the castle. Very nice. It's a cloudy day. Not mentally stable. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in chat.
Revelio.
Okay. So we got a new pair of gloves. Go ahead and throw that on. It's way better than what I got.
Revelio.
It's crazy. As far as the field guide pages are concerned, we we've made like really good progress so far. We've already got 29 out of 50. And we haven't even really continued with the story. That's not half bad. Alright. Alright, so we have another math puzzle. Let's go ahead and solve it. So, top number is 24. We got to equal 24. We got 7. Seven plus 9. So 16. So we need 8. So question mark. There's gonna be a spider. If my math is correct. Where is the other question mark? That's what I want to know. We have 11. 0. So we need 3. So it's gonna be the 3-headed dragon looking thing. Bingo bongo. And done.
Revelio.
Nice. Good stuff. Okay, is there anything else over here in the Great Hall that we really need to look at? What's up here? Apparently, at some point, we can access these cabinets once we... I think once we get,
Revelio.
Alohomora, we can actually access these cabinets. But until then, we're kind of screwed. What is this? What is this place? Why is this place? I never knew that there was like a little room behind all kind of sorta and up top. I never knew that was a thing. That's cool. Alright, so we need to go ahead and re-equip Incendio. Take care of that. So now we got 30 pages out of the way. We have 20 more. 20 more pages to find. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so we still need Alohomora to unlock that. Let's see what's out here. Okay, I know where I am now.
Let's be sure we make some time to study later then.
Accio. Revelio.
They really shouldn't allow food and drinks in the common room.
If anybody has figured out what to do with these statues right here, let me know, please. I'm still trying to figure it out, and I don't want to look it up. But at the bottom of these statues, you have like the same magical-looking crest that symbolizes my ancient power. So if any of you have like figured out what to do with those, let me know. Because like I said, I don't really want to look it up. But if I have to, you know, I will. I'm trying to avoid watching a ton of YouTube videos on this game because I don't want to spoil anything. You know what I mean? Because this game I've been waiting for this game forever, and it's finally here, and it finally works. So I'm gonna enjoy it to its fullest. I'm just really pleased it's finally running the way it should. Alright, let's go invisible, get this chest. That's an easy 500. Wait. Is it glitched? I think I've already opened that chest. Hold on. I'm really curious. Is that glitched out? I'm pretty sure that was glitched. I'm wanting to know. Can I just like continually loot all those chests over and over again? I bet you I can. If I like go back into, let's say, the Great Hall and come back out right here, I guarantee you it's gonna let me do it. That's an easy 500. Here, I'll test it. We'll go in right here, and then I'll go back over there and see if it'll let me do it. If that's the case, that's gonna be patched very soon. The Hogwarts crest. The Hogwarts coat of arms includes a lion, snake, eagle, and a badger, representing each of the 4 houses, along with the school motto, Draco Dorminis, something, which means never tickle a sleeping dragon. Okay, well, I would have never figured that. Alright, so I'm curious. Let's go back over to this chest. I'm gonna go invisible. Not that I really have to, but if I can get this to work, we might have figured out a nice little exploit for gold. Because I swear to you, I opened this chest at one point. Like, yeah, it won't let me do it. Okay, it's worth a shot.
I wish I'd never told you about my gobstones.
She's still pissed off because I ended up keeping her gobstones. Not my fault. Alright, that's leading to the Slytherin dungeon. I don't want to be here.
Revelio.
Alright. Let's keep looking around, shall we?
Once a coward, always a coward. Just ask Duncan Hobhouse.
What? Was he talking to me? Was he talking to me? I know he wasn't calling me a coward. Apparently there's a chest up top somewhere. Oh, it's right there, huh? Ah, okay. Okay.
Revelio.
Let me go up top real quick and grab that.
Nice and warm. Oh, such fun!
And that is exactly why I'm really glad I got put in Slytherin and not Gryffindor, because Peeves is the most annoying mother trucker on planet Earth.
Revelio.
I can't stand Peeves. I don't know how to get over there. Actually, I don't think I can. Yes, I can. I just don't think I can get over there yet. Oh my god. Alright. Let's keep going up.
Revelio.
I hear a field guide page. For those of you that are still trying to collect your field guide pages, anytime that you cast Revelio and you hear that little ding, that means there's a field guide page somewhere. Which I can't tell if we're going away from it or it almost sounds like we're going away from it. Oh, it's right there. At the tippy top. Ain't even the tippy top. Nice. Moving staircase. The savvy student is wise to keep an eye on the stairs, as they will change position without notice. While certain students may not mind being late for class, they may very well regret being late to dinner. That is true.
Revelio.
Okay. We've already been all the way up top, so I don't think there's anything. I don't know. We'll go up here anyways. There's probably a couple things that I missed.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Ooh. That's so annoying. I can't light that basin yet because I don't have Confringo or whatever. The other fire spell that's like a long range fire spell. That's the only way that you can light those, apparently. Dang it! That's so annoying. It's just out of my reach. Incendio won't cut it. Oh well. We'll get there. We just gotta keep, you know, going to class, doing our story beats and everything. We'll be fine. And you know what? I am happy to report that we've been live for about 2 hours now with no encoding overload issues and no frame drops. None in OBS. I mean, I've had a couple little frame dips in the game. I will say that. A couple. Just a couple. Nothing crazy. Nothing like we were.
Revelio.
Nothing like it, you know, before before it was dropping, you know, 10 down to 10 to 15 frames per second. And yeah, it's running really well right now. I can't guarantee that we're running a solid 60. I can't tell that we're hitting solid 60, but it definitely feels better. There's a page here somewhere. That's got to be up top.
Revelio.
Yeah, that's up top. Here we go. Ravenclaw bust. This bust created in honor of the Ravenclaw house. Who is that a bust of, though? That's what I want to know. I'm just saying, out of like all the DLC, out of all the DLC that they could add to this game, what I really want to see is the option or the ability to be able to, you know, get an invisibility cloak or use your invisibility spell even, and, you know, they should allow you to go into the other common rooms. Undetected, of course, but you should be able to, I don't know, I think that should be a thing. It kind of stinks, you know, not being able to see the other common rooms unless you're part of that house.
Revelio.
Alright, so there's another field guide page. Let's try to get it. I'm gonna try to get all the field guide pages today. I don't know if it's possible, but we're gonna try. Sounds like it's below me. Oh, right there.
Too afraid to fight, you scurvy cur? Ha! I dare say you've heard of my proficiency with a blade.
Is that Sir Cadaddin? Is that Sir Cadaddin? Oh my god! It is! Sir Cadaddin! Oh! He was allegedly friends with Merlin himself, and as such, became a sworn knight of the Round Table, although he is only really known to the wizarding world. He is famous for his defeat of somebody. That's cool.
Really, no time to dally. Be on your merry way.
This portrait right here, it's granted it's a little bit different than it was in previous games, but in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the Sir Cadaddin portrait comes into play.
Revelio.
I don't remember how exactly, but
Merlin,
he's like one of the animated portraits in that game. There's only a few in that game, and he's one of them. So that's really cool. And then honestly, it sounds like the exact same voice actor too, which it probably is. He's got a really cool voice. Kitty Commander at your service. What services do you offer? That's my question. All right. Let's go. I think we got everything here. Like I said, I want to try to get all the field guide pages if possible. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but by God, I'm going to try. Because the downside is the closer we get to 50, the harder it's going to be to figure out. It's going to get really tough once we get down to the final numbers, trying to figure out what I have left.
Revelio.
I'm still really curious about this room. I don't know if there's anything I can do. Like, this room is so weird to me. It's just a circular room with a, what I'm assuming is a chandelier in the center. And I don't think I can, like, drop it down or do anything with that. I don't know. I have questions that need answering. Alright, let's go up top here.
Revelio.
Am I ever gonna stream Fortnite, Apex, or Overwatch? At some point. Yeah, at some point. Because I know a lot of you love my BR content and whatnot. It's not that I don't enjoy playing BR games anymore. I do. I love BR. That's where I got my start as a streamer. Like I can't deny that, you know, BR is a big part of my content, but I've been enjoying the story-driven games, and especially whenever it comes to Hogwarts Legacy. I've been dying to play this game, and I've been waiting for it to get patched out to where I can actually enjoy it. And now it finally seems like it's, you know, playable. So, having said that, though, I will be playing some BR tomorrow. We will be playing some COD for sure, because they added the new Rebirth game mode. Well, they added Rebirth back into the game. Or Resurgence, not even Rebirth. Resurgence. Because Rebirth Island doesn't exist. So they added Resurgence back in the game. Right? It's a smaller map and all that. And you guys know how much I loved Rebirth Resurgence on Rebirth Island. So the fact that they added it back, minus that map, of course, is pretty cool. We're gonna check out the new COD update, and then we'll probably make our way over to Fortnite. Do I know who you are? See, when people ask me that, I'm like, I mean, you've been in the chat before, I know that much, but like, other than that, no, I don't.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I figured as much. What up, buddy? Yeah, I figured as much. You're... yeah, you're right. My favorite. You're absolutely right, buddy. You hit the nail on the head. How you been? Hope you've been doing well. Appreciate you being here hanging out. But yeah, like I said, we will be playing some COD tomorrow, and maybe even rotate over to Fortnite. Maybe. But yeah, we're definitely gonna start playing some more BR content, or playing some more BR, you know, because you're not the only one that's been asking, like, when are you playing more multiplayer games? When are you playing Fortnite? A lot of you, when are you playing Fortnite? That's been a constant here lately. It's Fortnite. When are you playing Fortnite again? So I need to hop back on Fortnite. And Apex, I guess. And Drone, I hate to say it, the only reason I'll play Apex anymore is because of you and or Toxic. That's it. I do not give a crap about the game anymore. I don't. I really don't. I like the idea of Apex. I like the way Apex is played. The thing that I don't like, the thing that worries me, is I keep having this thought process that eventually the game is not going to be around. You can't tell me that the game is dying. I feel like it is. Just because they're not innovating. They're not doing anything new. And the game's been out for how many years now? I don't know.
Revelio.
I do enjoy Apex, but I don't play it much anymore because, one, I was spending a decent amount of money on it just trying to get a stupid heirloom. I'm over that. But I think overall, it just doesn't offer enough content to keep it fresh. Like, I'm okay hopping on it every now and again just to get a dub, just to say that I did it, just to say that me and you know, managed to clap other little kids' cheeks. Like,
Revelio.
You know, but like I said, between you and Toxic, you two are about the only reason I would go back to Apex. You can get an heirloom now for 140. It's still not worth it though. It's not, like, because like I said, there's not enough. The game doesn't offer enough for me to just continually play it anymore.
Revelio.
You know, because the events that they have been doing, they're all so similar, and it's like, Apex Mobile's gone. That right there to me is just like, I don't know. I just feel like the game as a whole is dying. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I keep hearing the new season's good. I have heard nothing but good things about it.
Revelio.
142 staircases.
But yeah, we'll get back on Apex at some point. Not anytime soon though. I'll be playing Fortnite and COD for a while before we switch. Where is this stupid field guide page, huh? Dude, it sounds like it's right here. Is it up top? How do I get over there? Maybe that's
Revelio.
not. Dude, I'm so confused. You actually haven't played Fortnite in a while? Is there a reason why, or you just...
Fills our stone hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
Dude, this field guide page, it's over to the right somewhere.
I think we should have a moon calf in charge.
It's over to the right somewhere, and I
Revelio.
can't figure out where. I
And it's not on
now
your
I think it's
nose.
over to the left.
Thought you'd want to know.
It's over to the left. Behind me? I'm confused. Maybe it's in here. There's no way. I've already... Maybe it is, but I've already checked this area once. Dude, it sounds like it's right here. It's not fun. It's not no fun. It's only fun when you play with friends. I mean, that goes with any BR, right? That's the case for any BR now, to be honest with you. Dude. Where's this field guide page?
I've always said
What? Oh my god. I think it's below me. Oh, it's flying around. Oh my god. But it just so happened to be close enough to the wall right there that I was hearing it. You're already level 50 in the battle pass for Apex. Dude, wait a minute. Where? Overwatch? I need to get back on that game. I love Overwatch. I really do. I really love Overwatch. But, like, whenever I get back into Overwatch, I'm gonna grind it because I wanna start playing ranked.
Revelio.
But I'm not a high enough rank to do that yet. Dude, where is this freaking page? It's right below me. It's flying below me. Okay? But the moment I go down. Okay? The moment I go down here, I don't see anything. Am I high? Dude, I'm high. Maybe I have to go inside. Maybe it's flying up top and I just didn't notice.
Revelio.
That's a big possibility. Dude, where does this lead? What? Open? Open? Huh. Cool, a little broom closet. This is probably where, this is cool. So I'm assuming this is where the Quidditch teams essentially get fitted. I still don't understand why this is the only door that opens. This other door didn't open, but whatever.
Revelio.
Okay. Let me try to find this stupid page. It's flying around somewhere. Maybe if I go in here. Nope. What character do I play in Overwatch? My main is Diva. My main is Diva. But I normally, like, if for whatever reason Diva gets taken, I'll switch from her to Roadhog to 76. If I have to. But 9 times out of 10, I'm running Diva. I love Roadhog though. I really do. But Diva's my main. 100%. Okay, so I'm assuming this page is
Revelio.
because whenever I do Revelio right there, it's showing it's below me, and it's like right here. So we gotta go down a floor. It's definitely inside though, so we gotta go down a floor. You don't play tank that much? I love running tank. I don't know what it is.
Revelio.
Maybe I have to unlock this door to even...
Young'un's now a teacher herself. It's a wonder she's not...
I'm so confused. Maybe this page is like right out here. There's a side quest here. Oh, I gotta wait.
Revelio.
Dude, I don't get it. I don't know. I have no clue where this page is. That's so annoying. Yeah, you better watch those walls. For DPS, you play Bastion, 76, Junkrat. Okay. Yeah, I know you ran healer, a bit. I knew that much.
42 staircases, and this is where they put me.
You're gold 3 in Overwatch? That's crazy. That's awesome. Dude, this is gonna bug the piss out of me. Where? I hear it, right? But the moment I go in here, it sounds like it's in this room, but you look and it's not. It's not flying. There's nothing flying around in here.
Revelio.
There's a moth down there and a book. How do I get? What is that room? What is this room right here? Below me. Let me look at the map. I'm confused. Where am I? I'm right here. I don't... See, this is where I am. And then I have the lower Flue Flame, which is the flying class lawn. Dude, so where is this stupid page?
Revelio.
It's literally flying right below me. And I don't know how to get over there. Because going outside doesn't help. There's gotta be something I'm missing here. Like it's literally
Revelio.
right there. Well, you can't see it, but it was showing up for a split second. It's right there in that room. How do I get there? I guess let me just try to find like the nearest entrance, stay on the bottom floor, and make my way back over. So we'll go right here, I guess. I'm so confused.
Revelio.
Is it down here in the dungeons? No. Yes? Maybe. Confusion? Definitely. I don't... I've been down here already.
Revelio.
It's not there. Sounds like it's behind the door right there, but that doesn't make sense because I don't even see it flying around. Ah, there it is. Okay. Holy frick. God, that was about to irritate the crap out of me. Unfortunately, this whole area is locked.
Revelio.
Because I don't have the proper spell. I don't have Alohomora, which is the only unlocking spell that I know of, but I don't actually know it yet, so. Okay, where does this lead? So we've got 38 of the 50 field guide pages.
Revelio.
That's right. I forgot about this little area. Oh, we got one of those chests. Let's go invisible. Let's get our 500 gold. 500 smackaroos. Nice. Now, there is a
Revelio.
flue flame, but it looks like it's below me, which means that this is an elevator? It has to be. Like, this has to, there's got to be a way down. I just don't know how. Drone, good night, buddy. You'll be able to play tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday. Sounds good. I'll be here. Drone, just keep an eye on your YouTube notifications and or the Discord notifications. I'm hoping to be live relatively early in the morning, but we'll have to wait and see. Sleep well. Oh, I forgot to throw that on. Oops. All right, good deal. You know what? I'm actually gonna... I might change my appearance. I'm not gonna lie. I've been running the dark arts look for a little bit, but I think I'm gonna switch it up. Let's start with the robe first. I want something a little more... I don't know. I want something not as dark. Something that actually looks like I'm a student, you know. Yeah. And we have all these other house cloaks. I kind of like that one. That's kind of cool. Or the cape, even. That cape looks really good with the rest of it, though. Makes me look fancy. Alright, anyways. I think out of all the robes I have, robes and cloaks, I think this one's probably my favorite, or... like this one, even. Doesn't really have any Slytherin logo except for the one on the side there. I think I'll go with this one for now. Switch it up. let's see. Do I want snake on the back? Or do I want snake on the front? I don't know. Probably snake on the back. Like that. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying not to cover too much of the front collar, so these two are more like uniform. Yeah, I think we'll go with this one for now. Face, we'll do some glasses. It's just which glasses? You know what? Let's take the glasses off for a minute. Let's look at the hats. Let's look at the headwear. It's not dark enough. I think I might just take the head off altogether. Yeah. All right, let's look at the gloves. I think I might go without gloves too. Switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not always the same thing. Yeah, we'll go without. I will throw some glasses on though. And let's see how the hood looks. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And then as far as the shirt is concerned, I'll have to actually take the cloak off for a minute just to see what the undershirt looks like. Let's go invisible. And then if I was a student and not a member of a dark society, which I'm not, but you know, if I was. Yeah, we need something that looks like a... I need something that a student will wear for sure. So far I'm not seeing anything. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think we'll just do like a standard button up. That'll work. We'll add the robe back though. Or the cloak. There we go. Alright. And the glasses. Those make me look really old, so I don't think we're gonna do that. These glasses are really weird. Holy crap. I kind of like these to a certain degree. But like, the frames are kind of weird. I don't know. I just like them because they're tinted. These are like the only tinted glasses. Well, I say that. Never mind. Those are tinted. Those are tinted. But those are like goggles, not like sunglasses. Yeah, we'll do that. That doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's either that or we go for the Harry Potter look. Right? Which, I don't even... There we go. Honestly, out of all the glasses, those look the best. Yeah, we'll do that. Now I look official. The untrustworthy. Amnesia is god terrifying. I'm not gonna say it. That's the one word I refuse to say, among others, but... I could have told you that one. Amnesia's not a... It's not a walk in the park. I've never played it though, but I hear nothing but good things and bad. A lot of people pooing their pants. How you doing, my guy? Hope you're doing well. All right. Side quest up top, apparently.
Revelio.
I'm still really confused about this stupid field guide page. It's like right here. It's got to be behind this door. It is. Yeah, 100%. But it's a level 1 lock, and I don't even know how to unlock level 1 locks, so... We're screwed.
Revelio.
Okay, before we continue exploring more of the school, I'm gonna take a short restroom break. Maybe get a brewski. BRB. Okay, we're back. Well, I was. Okay, we're back. All right,
Revelio.
let's keep looking. So, still can't get through there, which sucks. So the untrustworthy, how you doing? How you doing today, my guy? What you doing? Aside from pooping your pants, how are you? Okay, this field guide page has got it's got to be in there, which I can't go in there yet. Dang it.
Revelio.
Well, hello. Oh. Oops. Wrong spell. Alright, so we have another mirror. We gotta try to figure out what the location is.
Lumos.
Oh, this is the one I haven't been able to figure out.
Far too afraid of heights to fly on a broom. What? It's nothing.
If any of you spot a spink, like a sphinx lion statue and a potted plant next to a window, y'all let me know. I haven't been able to find that at all. She's staying with me for a minute. Why? What? Why me?
Revelio.
I'm pretty sure it's right behind this door, and I can't access it, which is really stupid. Because I need the unlocking charm, and I don't have it. I need to go to class.
Revelio.
I don't want to go to class, but I think I'm gonna have to.
I just wondered if
Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's a page. Hey. We got 41 and 50 pages, ladies and gents. Making progress. Making progress. Making progress. Let's go. Come on, you two. Can't you get along? God.
Revelio.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Frick. Are you serious? Oh, hold on, let me call you. I don't know if I like the gold or the silver better. I don't know. We'll go with the silver. Take this scarf off real quick. It's too much. It's too much. It's not even winter time, so I don't need a scarf.
Revelio.
Alright, I want to go out here. Actually, no, I lied. I need to be on the outside. What the heck is that? Oh, cool. I need to be on the outside of the greenhouse. Because if you go like right at the corner of the greenhouse here, there's one of the chests where you have to stay invisible and sneak up, and then you get the gold or whatever. I didn't know I could come down here though and get some ingredients. That's handy.
Revelio.
Nice. Yeah, so we'll have to go outside to actually get what I'm looking for.
I wouldn't say Professor Howard has
Revelio.
Okay, so now we just gotta go... I'm in the wrong spot. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm in the wrong area. Oh, no. Frick. God, this game looks so good. And the fact that it's running better. Okay. Let me just, let's go over to the map and use the Flu Flame system. We'll look around, because one of the courtyards, I don't remember which courtyard, but one of them, there is a... Why is the hospital wing? Hold on. I want to travel to the faculty tower real quick. Apparently, the hospital wing exists. I didn't know it existed. I figured it did, but I didn't know where it was.
Coward, always a coward. Just ask.
Apparently I don't have that flu flame, so I want to go ahead and take care of that if I can. I don't even know if I can get up there. It's probably locked. I don't know why it would be locked, but... Wait, which way am I going?
Revelio.
Dude, where is it trying to lead me? That's weird. Hold on. So, I have the hospital wing flu flame selected, but then it just like bugged out. It is locked.
Revelio.
That sucks. Oh, we can't go over there. Dang it. Not yet, at least. We'll be able to at some point. As soon as I walked past that statue, it gave me an option to interact, and now it's not. What? I know that statue leads out to Hogsmeade. I know that much. The one-eyed witch. But it just won't let me do anything. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna keep walking around until I find the, unless I can pull it up here. Maybe I can. I was hoping I could find the, side quests right here and just mark it on the map, but it's not showing them, so I'm gonna have to locate them again. That's okay. Walking around never hurt nobody. And I'm curious.
Revelio.
Yep, and I'm curious. Can I go down into the kitchens now? Or is it still locked? Is it locked? It's probably locked. Yep. Muting now.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
Of course, the moment I unmute is whenever she gets down. Of course. Alright, I gotta find this courtyard.
Revelio.
I spent hours trying to conjure a meat pie when I'm...
Why is that like boarded up? It's not even boarded up, it's like the texture's off? What the heck happened there? I don't think that's intentional. That's really weird. It's the same way with this one too.
Revelio.
What the heck? Maybe it is intentional. This one's fine. Okay. Anyways, yeah, that is weird. I don't know. I don't think that's like a bug or like a visual glitch or anything. I think that's design choice, and that is weird. So it's not even. It's an actual texture that's on that window. It's a brick that they like put in front of the window. I don't know why that would be there. But alright, so the courtyard I'm looking for, I think it's a transfiguration courtyard. And I think it's over this way. Nope.
Revelio.
I could totally just look at the map and use the flue flame to get over there, but that's no fun. Since the game's actually working now, I just want to walk around, I'll be honest. Y'all can get over it. I don't care. I'm happy. I will say though, as far as the settings are concerned, I don't really think I'm gonna change
Revelio.
much. If any of the settings for that matter, because it's running pretty smoothly and it looks really good at medium settings. I would like to bump things up, but I just don't think it's possible. I could be wrong though. So we'll have to test it. Alright. At least we know without a shadow of a doubt the game will run locked at 60.
Revelio.
So that's good. So we really could start running some tests here in a little bit just to see what we could change settings wise, but okay. I really need to go to class. But I want to find these side quests and go ahead and knock them out first. Just because. You know what I mean? That's extra XP, and I just like being a jerk and telling people no.
Revelio.
That's the main reason why I want to go ahead and knock it out. Now, where is this field guide page? It's either in front of me or below me, and I can't tell which.
Revelio.
I think it's below me. Maybe it's up top? That's gotta be a floor below.
Revelio.
Well, now that I'm down here, it sounds like it's further away. Yeah, so it's above me then. Yeah.
Transfigure my way out of that.
I don't even think this is as high as I can go.
Revelio.
I could be wrong though. That's weird. Now it's going away. It sounded really loud right here for a minute, and now it's just not there. Is that bugged? There's no way. Huh, let me go up a floor. Because I can still go up one.
Revelio.
I'm so confused.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Nice to see you too, I guess. Where is this freaking page? It's below me then, because I can't go up much higher than this. Right. So, let me go down. Well, I can go up another floor. I lied.
Revelio.
Oh, it sounds like it's in here. Hold on. Yeah, maybe it is. Let me guess. It's behind the door that's freaking locked. Yep. Good! I need to go to class. I can't explore as much as I want to. Like, yeah, it's up there, 100%. It's got to be in that room, because I guarantee you that room is the charms.
Revelio.
That's got to be the charms professor. That's got to be his little office. Dang it! I swear. And again, if any of you have figured out what these statues are for, please let me know. I'm still trying to figure it out without looking it up. I don't know what to do yet. Okay, so let's go back to the map. And I want to find the Transfiguration Courtyard, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's the courtyard. And that side quest that actually popped up on the map right as I went over there. Whenever I hovered over it. So that's right. Where was it? Yeah, right there.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
The what?
Is everything all right?
Yes.
No,
I'm
she's
sorry.
a Gryffindor.
I'm just-
Nothing's alright.
I'm Nellie, by the way.
Don't care.
I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
Don't
The
care.
what keys?
The Daedalian keys.
Don't know what that
Surely
means.
you've seen them flying
Oh.
about. Rumor is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true.
It's
He's a
probably true.
poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Stupid peeves.
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck.
Of course
I'd
I will,
love
'cause
to know
I'm better.
what's in the cabinets.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do.
Perhaps
in
I will.
fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them.
Keys in
I
the
hope you
astronomy
follow a
tower,
few
right?
keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find. if
So-
anything.
So, the interesting thing about the Daedalian keys, or however the frig you say it, Daedalian, the keys, those keys, are the exact same Daedalian keys that, which I didn't even know that's what they were called, but, well, you know what, here, let me just pull it up, let me just show you, you know, it's probably better if I just show you what I'm talking about. There's a scene in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or the Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you're located in the world, where they have to catch the key. I don't even know if I can find it. Yeah, here we go.
When the stakes are high at work, your tone.
Funny how everything kind of ties in together, you know, and to think stuff that is in the school now in this game at the time ends up playing a larger role in Harry's life whenever he comes to Hogwarts. So it's really cool how they worked that in. So let's go find our first Daedalian key, shall we? Which, apparently, I can find one in the astronomy tower. I don't know how true that is. She may have been lying to me. She is a Gryffindor, after all. You can't trust Gryffindors, so... Slither all the way. Speaking of houses, you know, being Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin... Me, the wife, and some family friends went out to dinner a few days ago at this point. And, we went to dinner. And the lady at the counter had a Hufflepuff hat on. And the family friend that we were with was like, I really like your hat, you know, and started kind of talking and everything. And she was like, yeah, she said, but I'm having some issues right now. I'm going through identity crisis. And he said, what? And the chick behind the counter was like, yeah, so I've always thought that I was a Hufflepuff. I took the test once, you know, the placement test that you could do on like Pottermore.com or whatever. And she was like, I took the placement test and it placed me in Hufflepuff. And then she said, just because I took it again just to see what would happen, and it threw me in Slytherin. So she said, I don't know what to think anymore. So it's kind of funny. She was going through a lot. Slytherin's better. I mean, let's be honest. Nobody gives a crap about Hufflepuff. Ah, there's the key. Can I just...
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
Ah, I gotta follow it. Okay. Darn, this sucker's quick.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
I don't know. Slap it? What the heck? I have to slap it whenever it gets over the keyhole. Oh, that's not very nice. You mean to tell me I can't, like, use a spell to, like, stop it from being stupid and get in the hole?
Excellent.
Nice. Hey!
An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
I know what it means. I don't even need to ask her. And for those of you that want to know what this is, and what the Daedalian keys give me out of these cabinets, they give you a house token. And these house tokens are specific to your house. So if you're in Slytherin, you have a specific house chest in your common room that you can put these tokens into to then access some gear after you get all the Daedalian keys and all the cabinets unlocked. But we have only one token out of, I think it's 10 total or more. I think it's like 10 or 20. It's a decent amount. But we can actually go back to our common room here in a minute, and I'll show you where the Slytherin chest is. I thought those flying swans was another key. I was like, oh my god! Give it! But now that we've done this little side quest, we're going to be able to unlock those cabinets. I thought I needed, you know, Alohomora or something to unlock those cabinets. Nope, apparently not. That's the Daedalian keys, which I totally forgot was a thing. But it is. So. Alright, so let's go all the way back here and talk.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
I was.
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant. What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests.
No, really?
I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out.
That's not what I just said. I really wish I could have been a joke.
For so much effort.
I really wish I could have like just been a complete and total jerk right there. Just joke around with her or something. Like, I don't know. They didn't give me any dialogue options. That was kind of stupid. All right. Let's go. Apparently, I just have to insert this into the house chest. So, I was gonna show you, ladies and gents, the house chest later, but I guess we're gonna go ahead and do it. Because this is still part of the quest. Why did my controller just vibrate? What the heck? That was weird. But if we come over here to the Slytherin common room, slither all the way, open up, and bingo bongo.
My house chest.
House
I just need to insert the token.
Is right here.
Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this.
So we need
quite a few by the look of it.
Yep, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Looks to be 16.
What are you up to?
Daedalian keys. Well, 15 now at this point since we got the one. So 15 keys left. Yep. Dude, I could have just read right there. Oh, God. I wasn't even paying attention. If you look over there, if you look over to the left, it says 1 of 16. So, yeah, we have 15 left. Alright, so let's keep looking around, yeah? I'm assuming if I use Revelio, too, it'll show where the house keys are. I hear one. Am I tripping? I heard wings. For a split second. I do. I think it's above me.
You should consider carrying a protection charge.
I think it's on the landing above me.
Revelio.
Yeah, there's the cabinet, so it's got to be close.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Maybe it doesn't pop up whenever I use Revelio, which kind of sucks. Let's keep going up.
Revelio.
See, the cabinet's right there, so it's got to be right around here. Yep, I hear it. I heard it for a split second. Is it? Yep, there it is.
Revelio.
And it does pop up with Revelio, but they're so small that your best bet is to just listen for them. All right, let's head down. They're not that loud. You kind of have to listen. They make like a childish, I don't know, just like a cry almost. Did it go back up? It did, didn't it? I wonder if that's because I didn't follow it quick enough. Oh, maybe not. Okay, good. Oh, I missed. Come on. Come on. Do it. Gotcha. All right. Good deal. So now I need 14. But I'm not going to worry about
Revelio.
taking that token back to the house just yet. I'm just going to keep looking around for those cabinets.
Handy resource indeed.
You know what I mean? At this point. Might as well. Before we continue, though. Before we continue kind of looking around Hogwarts and just exploring, I do want to run some tests. Okay. Just to see what graphic settings we can use and what we can really get out of the game. You know what I mean? We're running all settings on medium currently, with no issues. Well, medium locked 60 FPS, no issues. But if we bump it up, what happens? You know what I mean? That's what I want to test. All right. Also, I want to see something. If we turn on ray tracing, which I don't normally do, but if we turn ray tracing on, we hit apply. And then we restart the game, which we're going to have to. Every time we change settings, we're going to have to restart the game. I'm just curious how it runs. Medium settings ray traced at 4K. Let's exit. Now's the perfect time to really test these settings. Like, how's the game gonna run? Is it gonna run? Who knows? But we're gonna find out. And I'm gonna find out for you guys so you don't have to. You know what I mean? I'm just happy the game's fixed. It's running. I've had no issues within 3 hours. 3 hours and 30 minutes. 3.5. That's crazy. 8 days after release, by the way. 8 days after full release, and they got it fixed. That's what you call getting it done. They really did. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Alright, so let's boot the game back up and see what happens. It's either gonna crash and burn, or it's gonna run. Most games, I tend to shy away from running ray traced. I've seen this game running ray traced shadows and reflections and all that, and it looks really, really good. I'm curious if we can pull it off. Probably not, but I'm curious. Hence why I didn't bump up the overall graphic settings. Anything above medium graphics, ray trace, there ain't no way. If we try to run high ray trace, no way. Not while streaming. There's no way. I can go ahead and tell you, it will not run it. But medium might work. Medium's definitely the sweet spot. For now. But the question is, can I run above medium 4K with ray tracing off? I think I could. And we're gonna test it. Oh, just that start screen right there. That's not great. That's no bueno right there. I don't know. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, that does look good, huh? For those of you that don't know what ray traced reflections and or shadows do, it just makes everything more accurate, photo accurate. So like the reflections on the floor, you actually get to see the reflections of the window. I mean, that's spot on. The lighting changes, all that. I hear a key. There's a key. Oh my god. I wasn't even trying to look for you, but I found you. Okay. Where are you going?
Another adventure,
Where are you going, little key? Okay, hold on. Aha! Another cabinet. Nice. Ha! Sucker. Sweet. I was just trying to test some settings. Ha! Look how that turned out.
Revelio.
Alright. Medium ray traced, I'm impressed. At least here it's working. Wow. Oh, another key. Hello, little key. Where are we going? Oh my god, I'm confused. Ooh, framed ups. Framed ups out the wazoo. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn off the ray tracing. Because now we're getting frame dips. Massive dips. Like we used to. So we're gonna turn it off after I slap this key into place. If I wasn't streaming though, I'd be able to run it. But ray tracing takes a lot out of the system. Especially while streaming. Nice. Alright. These keys are actually pretty easy to find, not gonna lie. Alright. So, ray tracing is a no-go. Kind of what I figured. But if we turn ray tracing off, oh, ray tracing quality. Hold on. No. It was running in ultra. What if I cut it to low or even medium? All medium settings? Hit apply. I'm probably gonna have to restart for it to take effect. So I didn't even know the ray tracing quality was a thing. I know it is on some games. I didn't realize it gave me the option there, but it does. It was running ray traced ultra. That's a little much. Let's try ray tracing medium, maybe even low. But I'm gonna restart again just to get everything straight. Let's go ahead and save since we got 2 more keys that I wasn't expecting to grab. Nice. Nice. That's bloody nice, that is. Sweet. So we'll just give it a minute and then we'll boot back in. I'm gonna try to figure out what is gonna be the best settings for us. Like, I'm happy with medium settings 60. Like, I'm really glad that we can run that, but I know we can do better. You know what I mean? I know we can do better. We can always do better. Just like the likes on this video. I know we could hit 10 likes, but we're only at 8, so we should fix that. Just saying. Alright, let's boot back in and see what happens. It's either gonna crash in a fabulous freaking inferno, or it's gonna I mean, anything could happen at this point. I'm kind of scared to test settings in this game, honestly, because the game's been running well for 3.5 hours. I really don't want to screw with stuff, but at least we know all medium settings locked at 60 FPS, VSync on worked, right? We know that. So if for whatever reason I go back to those settings and it doesn't work, there's a problem. Well, that start screen pulled up a little bit quicker. So maybe we can run the game ray traced medium settings. I'd prefer to keep ray tracing on if I had it my way. If I could, I would prefer. It just adds to the detail. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this. It still doesn't feel great. Nope. 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 Y'all see that? Still doesn't feel great. Yeah, massive dips with ray tracing on. Okay, so ray tracing is a no-go. I can already tell you, even running the game at ray traced low, it's still not gonna do it. It's not. We're still gonna have dips like that, and I'm trying to avoid the dips. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to get the game to look as good as possible. So let's turn the ray tracing off. So let's go ahead and crank all the settings to high. The only settings I might cut down back to medium is like population, quality, and some of the other stuff. I don't know. We might just make a custom set of settings here in a bit, but I'm curious if we could run all high settings. That'd be great. So ray tracing we're turning off entirely. We're gonna apply these settings, and a restart is required because anytime you add ray tracing or take it away, it's you have to do a full restart with ray tracing, 100%. Even people have even said, you know, just going through these settings right here, like the standard settings, these global settings right here, like people have said countless times now, like even if you're changing any of these settings whatsoever, you technically need to do a full restart of the game anyways, because it has to reinitialize those shaders for that particular setting, for that quality level. So if you're going from low to medium to high, like you've got to reinitialize those shaders for those specific settings. Hence why we're having to do this. So we'll see. Maybe all high settings ray traced off will work. I don't know if it's gonna be at a lock 60 though. If it's not at a lock 60, that's fine. At least we know medium settings, all medium settings, will work with no hiccups, with no hitching whatsoever. Every now and again, I would get like a teeny little stutter, but nothing crazy. But I just want to try to push it. You know what I mean? I want to try to give you, ladies and gents, the best quality possible. That's the point. Right. Because, I mean, there's some of you on console that can run the game almost at higher settings than me. Which is kind of disappointing, but, you know, it happens. Alright, so this is all high settings. 4K, 60 FPS, VSync on. So, let's just kind of walk around the same areas again and see what happens, right? You guys see what I was talking about with the whole ray tracing quality and everything? And having ray tracing, the ray trace lighting and reflections and shadows and everything turned on. See, now we don't even get the reflection of the window. We don't get the reflection of the moonlight and everything through the window on the floor as you would. Which stinks, you know, it takes away from some of the you know, the immersion, but that's okay. Ooh, nice. Alright, so we are still dropping frames at all high settings. So what that tells me is all high settings are, it's not gonna, all high settings is not gonna fly. It's just not possible. So, let's start slowly going through these settings and cranking them back down to medium. Population quality, I'm gonna go ahead and turn to medium. View distance quality, I'm gonna go ahead and turn to medium as well. Shadow quality, medium. Post-processing, I want to leave on high. Foliage, we're gonna put to medium. Sky quality, I could really care less. Medium. Fog quality, medium. Material quality, high. Effects, high. So we're gonna run a mixture of medium and high settings. Great. And we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if we can get these frames to even out. And if they don't, then we're gonna crank everything back to medium and be happy with it. Alright, so let's save and exit. That should do it though, honestly. And I might be able to crank some of those settings back up to high if I wanted to. Like the view distance, I might be able to turn that to high. Might. But I don't know yet. You know what I mean? I'm just glad that we were able to go 3.5 hours on medium settings. Locked 60 FPS at 4K. That's a huge improvement, honestly. Because there's a big difference in low settings to medium. Big difference in this game. So I'm pleased with that. I'm really pleased with that. For sure. That's a step up. Even if I can't run any higher than that, I'm still happy. I just want to see if we can bump things up just a little bit, you know? And I'll be honest with you, ladies and gents, I was not expecting this game to even run this long without crashing my OBS. So, like, I didn't even have my hopes up. So at the beginning of the stream, I had, like, no energy whatsoever. Because I was just like, oh, it's going to be another day. I'm going to run test all stream, and I'm not going to do anything, and we're not going to make progress, and it's going to be pointless. But that has not been the case. Right, and it doesn't help, though, too, that today was, like, really busy at work, so I'm just kind of exhausted at this point. And it's already almost 11. So. Alright, so let's try a mix of medium-high settings. This should work. Should. But I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I could always uncap the frame rate, which can either help us or make things worse. So, I don't know. I'll have to wait. So let's just kind of go back through these areas.
Revelio.
Now, this right here does feel pretty good. But we still need to, one, go out in the open world. And two, we need to go back to Hogsmeade, go into a couple of the shops, and see how we're running there. I do feel like it is dipping a little bit, but nothing too crazy. It's definitely, it's not unplayable. That's for sure. It's not like, oh my god, it's hitching.
Revelio.
Like, it's noticeable. Instead, like, oh, you know. Yeah, this is fun. I wish I knew what the frames were at this point, though. Ooh, that ain't great, though. Yeah. That ain't great, though. Okay, so... I think it's safe to say we're just going to be running the game on medium settings. I don't want any hitches like that. I really don't. Yeah. I'm going to keep a couple settings high for now just to see what happens. Right? But like texture quality, I'll probably leave that high. And material quality, I'll leave that at high. Yeah, texture, material. I'm curious about the effects quality. I might turn that back down to medium. But yeah. Let's try that. If I can get away with some of the settings being like at least the textures, if I can get away with those being cranked to high, I'll be happy with it. So let's go and exit for the last time. If we still get some dippage, then I'm just gonna, I guess, turn the effects. More than likely, I'll just turn the effects to medium, and then that should fix everything. The effects is really, really demanding, you know, with the spells and everything. So biggest thing is I'm streaming on top of it. If I was not streaming on one PC and gaming on one PC, we'd be fine. But it's the fact of I'm gaming and streaming on the same PC. That takes a lot. And at 4K. That takes a lot. And at super duper high settings on OBS. To then output to YouTube. Takes a, yeah, it's a lot. It's more complex than a lot of people think. All right. Gotta find the perfect settings. Which we know, honestly, the perfect settings at this point is just all medium. All right, because we had no issues. But can I exceed medium in some areas? I bet you I can. I bet you I can. So we're just gonna kind of go back through this area. I'm gonna go back on the bridge here in a minute and hit my Revelio just to see what happens. It seems like the biggest dips are happening with the effects. Y'all see that? It's the effects, 100%. Yeah, it's definitely the effects. So it's gotta be. I don't necessarily think it's the textures. I think it's the effects that are really affecting things. You know what I mean?